जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिधारी। जय राधा माधव गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे। जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय। गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय Hare Krishna. Today's Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7. The title says Science of God and subtitle is Hiranyakashipu, the King of the Demons. 7.2.45 न श्रोता नानुभक्तायं मुखोत्पत्रमहानुषः यस्त्विन्द्रियात्मना स चान्यप्राणदेहयो न श्रोता नानुभक्ताय मुखोत्पत्रमहानुषः यस्त्विन्द्रियात्मना स चान्यप्राणदेहयो न श्रोता नानुभक्ताय मुखोत्पत्रमहानसु यस्त्विन्द्रियात्मना स चान्यप्राणदेहयो na not Strota, the listeners, na not Anuvakta, the speaker, Ayam, this Mukhayah, Mukhya, sheep, Api, although, Atra, in this body, Mahan, the great, Asahu, life air, Yaha, he who, two, but itaha, iha, in this body, indriya van, possessing all the sense organ, atma, the soul, sa, he, cha, and anaha, different, param, deho, from the air, life air, and material body. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In the body, the most important substance in the life air, but that also is neither the listener nor the speaker. Beyond even the life air, the soul also can do nothing. For the super soul is actually the director in cooperation with individual soul. The super soul conducting the activities of the body is different from the body and living force. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead distinctly say in Bhagavad Gita 15.15 Sarvasya chaham radisannavishto matah smrti jnana apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Although the Atma or soul is present in every material body, Dehinu Asmi Yatha Dehe, he is not actually the chief person, actually acting through the sense, mind, and so on. The soul can merely act in cooperation with the super soul because it is the super soul who gives him direction to act or not to act. Mata smrti jnana apohanam cha. One cannot act without his sanction. For the super soul is Upadrashta and Anumanta, the witness and sanctioner. One who studies carefully under the direction of bona fide spiritual master can understand the real knowledge that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is actually the conductor of all the activities of the individual soul and the controller of their result as well. Although the individual soul possesses the indriya or sense, he is not actually the proprietors, for the proprietors is the super soul. Consequently, the super soul is called Rishikesha, and the individual soul is advised by the direction of the super soul. Advise the direction of super soul to surrender to him and thus be happy. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vaja. Thus he can become immortal and be transferred to the spiritual kingdom, where he will achieve the highest success, eternal blissful life of knowledge. In conclusion, the individual soul is different from the body, sense, living force, and the airs. Within the body and above him is super soul, who gives the individual soul all facilities. The individual soul who render everything to the super soul lives very happily within the body. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ 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 अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरू पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवाञ्च श्रीयुतम् अग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथाविन्तं तं सजीवं स्वादतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखाविन्ताक्ष। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. So today we will continue Canto 7.2.45. The background history is that the Sri Sukadeva Goswami continuously saying to Parikshit Maharaj one after one questions, and here the Sukadeva Goswami say Sri Hiranyakashipu Uvach, not simply say that Hiranyakashipu, because they give the proper or authentic process how the life comes from one life and goes to another. Hence Sukadeva Goswami say that the Sri Hiranyakashipu Uvacha. They have proper knowledge, but they are confusing. And the history is that when Lord Varahadev came and killed the demons, Hiranyaksha, the brother of Hiranyakashipu, And after the death, his wives and his all the Ranias are too much lamenting. They are, you cannot predict it how they lament, and they lamentation is too much over, and they going to the abode of the Yamraj, and the Yamraj unable to hear that, and they came in the form of the little boy. Here we say that we can conclude that when Yamraj is in the form of the little boy, why they came in little boy? Because everyone's listen properly. When the little boy says that good things or like that, we can say that how much knowledge is there. So Yamraj came here and instruct to Hiranyaksha wives, and they says that the next after that the Hiranyakashipu understand the what we do, and they going to uh, tapasya. We know Tadasan. Shavasana is another thing, and Tadasan is another thing. And they millions of years steady in one place in a form of the Tadasans. We cannot stay in 1 minute or 30 or 15 seconds, if possible. And after that, they forgot the sense gratification. And after Brahma ji happy, and they came and said that, what you want? They said, yes, I want to becomes immortal. Brahma said that, I also going back to Godhead. I want to going back to Godhead after hundreds of years. This means I have limitations of life. And Hiranyakashipu said that they calculate. They are too much knowledgeable persons, and they calculate permutation and combination, all permutation and combinations making. Na shastra se, na astra se, neither be killed by the any shastra or astra, in water or fire, fires, in day and nights. All permutations and combinations are Brahmaji accepting, and they go back and they say that, yes, now I becomes immortal. But here, Yamraji is explaining details how the body is transforming from one form to another or one life to another. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Vapi Smaranam Bhava Tam Tam Janti Kalevaram. So, when you try to understand this shloka, so we need to understand the importance of body and as well as our problems. We must understand of that. People don't know real problem. What is the real problem? Prabhupada one time said lamenting, I think in the Manchester University, MIC University, and they said the world biggest university, and they have no any department that the people came and know what is the real problem of the life. Each and every department we know that, but there is no department. What is the purpose of the life, or what is the real problem? Real problem is that I cannot get yesterday gulab jamuns. It is not real problem. Or someone says that I have no wives, I have no cars. This is not problems. The problem is that real problems, they are commonly in people's. That's the real problems. Someone says that I have suffering with the cancer, I have suffering with the diabetes, yes, I'm more like eating the sweets. That's not problems. Real problem is that problems, they are common in problems. One is Jalma, Mrityu, Jara and Vyadhi. That's the real problems. And when we understand, this is the paradox of the lives. We say that the suffering, we are too much aggressive to earning the monies, earning the making the big houses and other things. But what after happen that we are too much suffering. When we first understand the what is the problem of life, then we try to understand the solution of that problems. So here Prabhupada explain, or Yamraji continue explainly, say that the body is making is a main five elements. We can say that first we are gradually discuss. First is the earth. Earth has a smell, earth has a form. We can touch the earth and we can make the any type of the shape from the by the earth. Then water. Water, we can touch the water, we can or making a form by the water. Then after gradually changes the fire. We can sing, only see the fire, but we cannot touch it or we cannot make the form. Then after is air. We just feel the air. Yes, here is a hair and we can feel the yes, so cool here. Then after ethers, we cannot see, we cannot visualize, we cannot feel, we cannot touch, and we cannot form the ethers. These five gross elements make our body with a gross body, and then three subtle elements. Mind, we cannot see, we cannot visualize, but we cannot understand. There is a mind, there is somehow intelligence, and they have some false ego. And then here after that, earth, water, air, sorry, fire, air, and ether. After that, mind too much settle, intelligence settle, then false ego too much settle. After that, the most important substance in the life air. And then after life air, Atma is there. Atma, individual identity of ourself. And then can comes Paramatma. It means we cannot see what happens in another rooms. We cannot predict it where what happens in the next rooms, or we are before the if close the eyes. Then how we conclude, or how we understand the things happens in this process. Then we must need to understand all this philosophy, taking the shelter of the gurus. And after that, if you taking the shelter of the Guru Maharaj or Guru, not false Guru, they are saying that yes, we are doing too much for you, uh, for you, you can make many a lot of monies, and you can have you are able to body like that to you can do what you want to. This is a false Guru. But in our ISKCONs, or by the grace of the Prabhupada, we get the proper knowledge how the body transfer from one form to another forms. And we can say that how the body is transforming. One example is that the taxi drivers are sitting in the taxi, his taxi, and we call him and say that I want to go there, and the taxi driver is going here to there, and who is the responsible for the going? Yes, we can say that the taxi driver is sitting his seat and they going to one place to another. But what is our desire? Our desire is going to place one place to another place. So Paramatma is sitting there, and Atma instruct to Paramatma and say that I want to this body, I want to this desire, I want to desire. So we think that there are so many desires like that. The one example is a chore police. They have both have the desires. One is say that policemen want to any type of the violence is not happens and they want to capture the chore, and chore is want to never see anyone want to see him. But whose desire is strong? And the Paramatma, those desire is strong, they fulfill his desires. uh, Another example we can understand in the live race between deer and lions. One most of the times deer wins because the desire of the life is stronger than the desire of hunger. Hence, most of the times, deer is win. Yes, we have little bit independence, or we have some desires, and Paramatma is continuously waiting our desires. When you comes with me, or when you want to serve me, and this can hear from the our parampara or guru or in many devotees lectures, they said that the our real friends or our real relatives is Paramatma. If you go any type of the body, Paramatma is there, and Paramatma always waiting us. Please come with me. Please come with me and stop the life chakra on the 84 lakhs of places. But we cannot understand. Our Paramatma is waiting, still waiting. No one can wait like that Paramatma. Hence, some everyone says that the Paramatma is our real relatives. One's story is related in Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj say in his lectures. Uh, at those days, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj established the one Sankirtan Yajna party, Radha Damodar Sankirtan party, and the name also given by the Prabhupada. One time Prabhupada, they are making big carriers, bus, and sitting the lords, and when lords the carrier is going, the lords move here and there, and then the devotee want to bind him, and they making strong binding, and they cannot move here and there. And after Prabhupada meet, Prabhupada ask, why you bind the devotee says, Prabhupada, when a bus is going on, the Lord is moving here and there. And Prabhupada said, okay, you can bind by the Lord, by the loves or by premas. And the Prabhupada gives names, the Radha Damodar Sankirtan party. And Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is a strong or aggressive for the distributions, and also but other devotee cannot do like that, and they have some problems with. And Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj says that I have ego for that. I'm doing a lot of. And once Prabhupada called me and giving the prop lectures. The stage lecture is that the Bhagwan or Lord are staying his abode, and first expansion is Balramji, and by the Balramji, the fourth expansion also there is a Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and Vasudev. In Sankarshan, the Narayana, different types of the Narayanas, the different planetary systems Narayanas, Narayanas as appears. And the different forms of Narsimhadev, Varadevs are come from this. And from this Narayana also four forms: Sankirtan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and Vasudev. Second Sankirtan. Our second Sankarsans, Mahavishnu is formed. And Mahavishnu are staying in Karan Sagars. And from this Mahavishnu, all Brahmaji are created, or Mahavishnu, from the Mahavishnu, the no, sorry, from the Mahavishnu, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu's forms. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is in the sitting in his Garbhodak Sagars, and by the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu's, the expansion, further expansions, expand is a Lord Brahmaji. There are millions of the Brahmandas. Only breathing happens, the creating and destruction. And in that Brahmanda, one is Brahmanda, they have protein planetary systems. And in that protein planetary systems, one is Earth. In Earth, different type of the countries. In different type of the countries, they have so many cities. In that cities, one of our cities, and in that cities there are many type of the roads. In that roads we have in a one roads, and in that roads so many houses, and in that houses one house or one building is our temple building. And our temple building, so many devotees are staying, and in that buildings one is a Tamal Krishna Das. And Maharaj say that at that times our ego is totally crushed by the Prabhupada. So by the instruction of Guru or accepting the Guru, we can attach or we can understand what is our real problems. And after the understanding our real problems, we can approach, or we approach the Guru. And Guru is instruction, give proper instruction, or rendering service, is rendering service. They take whole responsibility, and they can free from our real problems. Thank you. I have no quality or I have no any type of the educations, but by the grace of devotees and by the instruction of devotees, we try to explain what I am getting from the higher authorities or I am hearing from the higher authorities. Please forget or forgive me. I have a lot of making many offenses. Vancha Kruparuvacha Krupashandu Patitanam Pavanem Vaishnavi Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.